Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I'm going to teach our next guest how to play a little bit of rugby.
Yes, Fiona proudly pronounced that if she was playing the game of rugby, you would be the...
hooker!
Yeah, right there. Got a good laugh from the boys. This is like Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux of Sevens Rugby sitting down with us. Waisale Serevi, of course, a legend in the game, and Ben Gollings as well, who passed the legend in the game to become a legend in his own right. Guys, how are you? Nice to see you. They are in town, by the way, for a great tournament here in Vancouver. We'll tell you about that as well. How are you guys?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Serevi, do you remember this young man when he first came into the game? Did you notice him, or was he kind of just a punk kid?
I can remember when we won the World Cup Sevens in 2005. And when we came back the next year, trying to get some cash prize money in Hong Kong, $150,000. We were like winning, and we were like ahead, and in the last minute, he scored underneath the post, and they won. They beat us.
So, Ben,
So you remember that, do you,
yes,
Serevi?
yes,
is there still a little bit of a rivalry between the two of you?
Yeah, I think there always is, because in 2005 he scored the try that put us out of the World Cup, and there's a famous picture of me stretched out trying to tackle him, which I think's used all over the world now. So it's a bit of tit for tat.
Well, Ben, I mean, both you guys aren't active in rugby, in World Rugby Sevens anymore, but it's got to be a fairly, I mean, obviously it's super competitive, but you got to get to know the guys fairly well in the opposition, because there are only 7 guys on the team. The squads are pretty small when you travel and stuff. So you must really learn about the styles of play that these guys are bringing.
Yeah, and absolutely. I think one of the beauties is you get to know the guys and create friendships with people all over the world. And on the Sevens circuit, you live in each other's pockets, basically. You're in the same hotels, you're on the same flights. Yeah. So, you know, enemies on the field, but good mates offered, and that's the way it always is. And when it comes to learning about the players, you know, you get to realise who to watch out for and maybe who not to worry so much about. And, you know, this guy here was one of the masters.
Yeah, he certainly was. Serevi, did Sevens come into your life fairly early in your rugby playing career, or was it something that came along a little later?
Yes, Rugby Sevens in Fiji, it's a big sport in Fiji since I was young. It started the Hong Kong Sevens, we always watch in Fiji. Now, those days, we don't have videos and TVs in Fiji. And we always have projector. Yeah. Which we don't, we just have commentary. And I follow the Hong Kong Sevens since it started in 1976. And when Fiji wins, it's a good year for Fiji. All the people are always...
Everybody's happy.
When we lose, it's like the worst year of our
Everybody's sad everywhere?
It's a big game.
And how does Sevens differ from regular rugby, for those who may not know?
I think it's... it used to be seen as like the fun element. It was like a summer sport and that, but it's grown and grown and grown, and now it's almost a game in its own right. And you're seeing very athletic guys out there now that have got to cover a lot of ground in a short space of time, and it's just differing. You've got to be quick, you've got to be skillful, and out there your skills are put under pressure. It's like a pressure cooker environment. You can't afford to make a mistake because it's just
so much one-on-one in the game of sevens. I mean, it really often comes down to that man-to-man, you know, battle while you're out on the, you know, because you've got a little more open ground.
Yeah, and I think that's why the likes of probably myself, and I can vouch for probably Serevi at the same time, we like playing that because it's a test. In 15 sometimes there's not the space because there's more people on the field. Right. So that's the beauty of it. You just go out there and express yourself.
Serevi, how excited for you, or are you for this to become an Olympic sport and really get a worldwide exposure that maybe has been the little missing element in the game?
Yes, I think for me and for the people of Fiji, I thank God for giving me the talent to be a rugby player. I was like, really, I was like, not academically, I was not good. Then I went to rugby, and I succeeded. And I'm honored, and I thank the International Rugby Board for choosing me to be the ambassador, to go to the IOC to bid for rugby to be part of. We tried 2012 and we couldn't, then we kept going. I went to Singapore. I went to, the last one was like in Queenstown in Christchurch, which we did a good presentation. And a lot of sports that were bidding for that one, they just walked in and say, I went with Hannah from New Zealand, the captain of the Women's Rugby New Zealand.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they said yes. So it's really an honor and privilege to be chosen from rugby players to represent rugby players all over the world.
Yeah, no
and to be included in the Olympics, I think that's what the Olympic needs, and that's what rugby needs.
And that's what every athlete wants.
Ben,
That's right,
are you
yeah.
going home for the Olympics a little bit, or are you going to go back to England? And...
No, I missed the whole lot, unfortunately. But it's up in the air because the weather's so bad at the moment, and with the rain, I'm hoping it dries out a little bit so that it puts on a good spectacle.
As you go,
Hope so too. We've got to talk about the tournament that's happening this weekend. Tell us what's going on.
Yes, it's everybody's looking forward coming down to the Vancouver Sevens, and everyone's like interested in coming down. I think it's going to be a great tournament,
Yeah.
and for Ben giving his time to be part of the Vancouver International Sevens.
Well, Ben,
is
that's really
great.
part of it, isn't it? I mean, because this caters to all levels, this particular tournament. Obviously, there's some international teams and some great talent in there as well. But this is such a good spectator sport for people to come out and watch and have a beer and enjoy.
Massively, and the beauty is it's starting now at grassroots, and that's where it needs to grow up to the Olympics. We need more and more people involved, and these type of tournaments are coming up all around the world, and what better place to come and play in Vancouver
And I think we're
enjoy
watching
rugby.
footage of you right
We
here.
are watching your 2,500 points scored in Sevens rugby.
How did that feel, that moment? Did you know it was 2,500?
I'll be honest, I didn't know at the time. Often someone will allude to it afterwards, and I guess as a
Ben,
sports
no one
person,
had cracked 2,000 before that.
you set yourself little targets, and that was mine. I wanted to finish on maybe 3,000 plus, but I got close, but not quite close enough. But I think to have done what I've done and enjoyed the sport the way I have, it's been an awesome 12
There
years.
was a moment when you passed the former points record holder. Who was that you passed for the points record? Serevi!
Serevi! Right in the face.
Did you know Serevi? Did anybody say anything when Ben passed your mark for points scored?
I think Ben, he's been a wonderful player. He's been the one that I saw was like moving the English Sevens team.
Yeah.
We always play England, and I always tell my boys, watch Ben. Whether he gives it or doesn't give it, just go to him.
Yeah.
We have to watch because he's been playing well. He's a really good player, and once he went past the points that I was leading, congratulate him. And
Yeah. Well, and you must have, I mean, there was probably a phase in your career, Ben, where you were watching Serevi play sevens in the world stage, and just, I remember being a kid and watching people that I admired in sport, and your eyes are just like, how did he do that?
Yeah, I know. It's mesmerising. I mean, Hong Kong Sevens, I remember watching as a little kid. So it probably shows a bit of an age difference, and looking up to this guy thinking, wow, if I could ever be doing that, that'd be awesome. But
And Serevi, there you are.
Yeah, there you are. What was it like the first time you played him, Ben? What was the first time you played against Serevi? Were you scared a little bit, or were you eager?
I'm scared.
I guess I was a young 19-year-old, kind of full of confidence. I gave it everything, but we came off second best on a few occasions.
That
but
time.
It's good
Thanks
learning lessons.
So much to both of
Nice,
you.
thank
We are giving away a couple of tickets to the tournament that's happening this weekend. The first viewer to email us with the answer to this question will get the tickets. What is the Team England logo in the top right of the jersey?
That's pretty easy. I like that one. But anyway, send it in there. For
called
more
Google,
information
people.
on the Rugby Sevens tournament, you can check out the website at VancouverInternationalSevens.com. This is going to be a great tournament. Shaw is proud to be a sponsor of that. And I would give away this Serevi signed ball, of course, by Serevi and Ben, but you can pry it out of my cold, dead hand.
There you
people.
go.
There's a
Thanks so
challenge
much,
for you.
gentlemen. We're going to take a quick break.